There's no way we could meet this deadline unless everybody, all parties, work together as a team.
Most important reasons we've been able to accomplish the completion time frame that we have is because of communication.
During the design process, we thought about the community all the time.
So much attention to detail has been done.
I'm very proud of this project.
The Kailua Tips and Tunnel project was needed to improve the protection for public health in the community.
So right now, the sewage is transported via a force main from Kaneohe, and they have had issues with breaks in that main. And when you break in the force main, you're basically got sewage under pressure that's going to come out where you have that break.
And there were various alternatives looked at. The traditional one is pumping sewage under pressure and adding additional force mains. But to do that, the most logical route was to go under Kaneohe Bay, and it's protected. And we agreed, saying, why would we take that risk? It's a beautiful bay. We're trying to make sure that it remains beautiful.
So what the engineers tried to do was think of a different way. And that's actually how the tunnel concept came out, to connect the Kaneohe Kailua to do a deep gravity tunnel to connect the two treatment plants.
So for this particular project, we're responsible for constructing the headworks facility, the tunnel influent pump station, as well as the generator building.
People don't realize it because most of it's underground. From the bottom of the pumping station to the top, it's actually a 12-story facility.
There's so many moving parts in this. Again, it's two pump stations, a connecting tunnel. It's a live plant.
Because just operating the wastewater treatment plant itself, well, has its own issues and challenges on a day-to-day. So now you're overlaying a $350 million project on that treatment plant. Building 80-foot deep hole, 80-foot diameter in the middle of the treatment plant. You're building these new massive 3-story buildings on the treatment plant.
This is a very complex project, the first of its kind in the city of Honolulu in the state of Hawaii. And it required everyone coming together.
So one of the challenges for the city and the construction management team is coordinating all those different efforts at the same time. So we've been having a meeting once a week with all these different separate contractors and the owner to ensure that we deconflict the schedules and keep everything happening at the same time while still maintaining that June 30th consent decree deadline.
In some ways, it was, I think, a very good example that could be followed in other projects, both at the state and city level as we go forward. And collaboration was a big part of it.
I think everyone looked out for the bigger picture and the bigger overall goal and came together and made it work. It can be very challenging to coordinate so many different contractors and schedules and people and still try to maintain a plant.
Our overall goal, of course, is to create a facility that protects the environment and the community. To do that, you have to design with the operators in mind.
I've appreciated working with Brown and Caldwell. If you look at our buildings, they're beefy, they're spacious, they've accommodated the concerns that we brought up, the noise, the lights, the doors. They've really listened to us.
I think we do a good job of trying to engage operation and maintenance folks early in the design process and keep engaging them through the life of the project. So it's great to walk through the site with him and know that we listened to him, we incorporated his suggestions into the design, and that he's getting what he wants, how to operate this facility, how to operate efficiently, how to be good neighbors.
Especially living in Hawaii, there's a lot of resources, and we're on a small island here, and so just being able to protect it, being part of a solution and sustaining the island here.
In my 38 years of doing this work, this is the most collaborative team that I've been involved with.
I was very proud of being a part of this, this cooperation that you don't really see often in this industry, and so that's a really made me proud to be part of that.
Our overall goal was to help the city construct and deliver a facility that's going to protect community and public health and provide the operators what they need on a day-to-day basis to do their job.
I get more satisfaction out of building a wastewater treatment plant than I do out of a high-rise hotel. Wastewater treatment plant, water treatment, infrastructure, people need that, right? People take it for granted, but they need it.
I feel blessed to be able to be part of these teams that are able to conceive and then construct important community assets to protect community health and well-being.
This is an example of a big city thinking about solving a big problem in a big way. And I think it's set an example for other major cities to follow our stead.
It's one of the largest of its kind, and the coordination that was involved, because it's a live treatment plant in a confined space, so phenomenal project. Very proud of this project.